Hey everyone, and welcome back to Tell Me More Stories Told As podcast. We're diving into the career of Lady Gaga today.
Oh, yeah.
Buckle up.
It's going to be a wild one.
It is going to be a wild one because we are talking about somebody who transformed completely
Yes.
from an unknown songwriter
Right?
to a global icon,
Mm-hmm.
basically overnight,
Pretty much.
and along the way, broke boundaries,
Yeah.
left an unforgettable mark on pop culture,
Absolutely.
and inspired everybody,
Oh, yeah.
from musicians to scientists.
It's true.
Science.
That's how big of a deal she is.
I know, it's pretty amazing.
It is really remarkable how she managed to capture the world's attention so quickly.
Right.
And I think her debut album, The Fame, back in 2008, really played a huge role in that.
It definitely did.
I mean, just Dance and Poker Face.
Oh my gosh, they were everywhere.
They were everywhere.
I bet you can't even count how many times you heard those songs on the radio at parties.
Just
walking down the street.
Poker Face in particular became like this global anthem.
Oh, yeah.
And for good reason. I mean, it was catchy,
Yes.
but it also had this kind of mysterious, like rebellious vibe that people really connected with.
Absolutely. And the music video.
Yeah. Oh.
So bold.
Yeah.
So provocative and visually stunning.
Yes.
It just further solidified her image
Right.
as this person who was not afraid to push boundaries.
Yeah, she wasn't playing it safe.
No.
She was making a statement.
She was.
Right from the start.
It was a game changer.
Completely.
Yeah. Poker Face was on a loop everywhere you went.
Oh, yeah.
You could not escape it.
Nope.
And to be honest, nobody really wanted to.
No.
But The Fame had so many other great tracks, too.
It did.
Love Game, Paparazzi.
Yo, yeah.
They all just contributed to this whirlwind.
Yeah.
That launched her into superstardom.
And it didn't stop there.
No.
She followed it up with the Fame Monster EP,
Right.
which wasn't just a continuation, it was like a statement.
It was like the solidifier.
Yes, exactly.
That's when the world was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
She's not going anywhere.
It's here to stay.
Like, she is a force.
Exactly. And the Grammy Award for Best Pop Vocal Album was a pretty clear indication of that.
It really was. I mean, it's fascinating how she created this whole world around the Fame.
Yes.
It wasn't just the music.
Right.
It was a whole visual experience.
What, feeling and attitude.
Exactly.
It was a whole package.
It was. And then she shifted gears completely.
She did.
With Born This Way in 2011.
Yeah.
And this album had a completely different energy.
Yeah, a lot more like self-acceptance.
Yes. Individuality.
Yeah, embracing who you are.
Yes.
And it really resonated with people.
Yeah.
It became an anthem.
Oh, yeah.
Especially for the LGBTQ plus community.
Absolutely.
But really for anybody who felt like they didn't belong.
Yes.
Or, felt like an outsider.
Yeah.
And, the album's success with over 8 million copies sold worldwide really shows how much that message connected with people.
It shows you the power of that message.
It does.
And Born This Way was more than just an album.
Right.
It was a cultural moment.
It was.
It was a rallying cry.
Yeah.
To embrace who you are.
Absolutely.
And, of course, the Born This Way ball tour.
Oh, yes.
It was a spectacle.
It was.
Visually, musically.
Yeah.
Grossing an incredible amount.
Millions and millions of dollars.
Before it was sadly cut short.
Yeah.
Due to her hip injury.
Right. A real shame.
But you know what? Even while she was on that massive tour.
Oh, wow.
She was already working on her next album.
Really?
Art Pop.
Wow.
Talk about dedication.
That's incredible.
That's a hustler right there.
It really speaks to her work ethic.
It does.
She's not somebody who rests on her laurels.
Yeah.
She's always pushing forward.
Always.
Always creating.
Yeah, and Art Pop was released in 2013.
Yeah.
And it was an interesting turning point.
She went in a much more experimental direction.
She did.
With that album, kind of pushing the boundaries of pop music even further.
Absolutely.
It wasn't just about catchy tunes anymore.
Right.
It was about artistic expression and taking creative risks.
She was like, I've done the catchy tunes, I've done the pop anthems.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to do something different.
Exactly.
And she did.
She did.
And it wasn't just limited to music at this point.
Right.
She even took on a role in Robert Rodriguez's Machete Kills.
Oh, wow. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's right.
And let's not forget her collaboration with Tony Bennett.
Oh, yeah.
On Cheek to Cheek.
Yes.
A jazz album.
A jazz album.
Which showed a completely different side of her musical talent.
Absolutely.
And, all of this was a very deliberate reinvention of her image.
It was.
Both musically and visually.
100%.
And the fact that she earned critical acclaim
She did.
for that jazz performance.
Yeah.
Even winning awards.
You know,
Shows you how versatile she is.
it really does.
Before we jump into her acting career,
Okay.
I just want to remind everybody listening
Yes.
to hit that subscribe button
Good idea.
for Tell Me More,
Yeah.
so you don't miss out on any of our deep dives.
Definitely.
We've got some really captivating stories coming your way,
Oh, I can't wait.
so make sure you subscribe.
Don't miss out.
All right, so let's talk about Lady Gaga, the actress.
Okay, let's do it.
Her role in American Horror Story was phenomenal,
Oh, yeah.
and her performance in A Star is Born
Oh, my God.
was something else entirely.
It was on another level.
It really was.
Yeah.
She went from pop star to award-winning actress,
She did.
showcasing this incredible range.
Absolutely. I mean, A Star is Born wasn't just a successful film.
Yo.
It was like a cultural moment.
It was
You know,
raw emotional.
And her performance alongside Bradley Cooper was breathtaking.
It was,
I mean, she made history.
by becoming the first woman to win an Academy Award,
Wow.
a BAFTA Award, a Golden Globe Award, and a Grammy Award,
All in the same year.
all in the same year.
That's unbelievable.
For her work on that film.
That's amazing.
Talk about talent.
Seriously.
And even with all of this acting success,
Right.
she never stopped making music.
Of course not.
Chromatica came out,
Yes.
and she even did a second collaborative album
Wow.
with Tony Bennett called Love for Sale.
That's incredible.
It's like she has this boundless energy
She does.
for creative expression.
She's a creative powerhouse.
She is, and that creative energy extends beyond just music and acting.
It does.
She's also been a really powerful advocate
Yes.
for LGBTQ plus rights
Mm,
and mental health awareness,
absolutely.
using her platform to make a difference.
100%.
Okay, are you ready for this?
Yeah, hit me.
Scientists
Yeah.
have named new species
What?
of ferns, insects, and even a prehistoric mammal
Oh my God.
after her.
No way. That's amazing.
I know.
That's how much of an impact she's had.
That's wild.
Not just in entertainment, but in science as well.
Yeah.
I mean, her influence really spans different fields.
It really does.
You know, it's not just about catchy songs or
Yeah.
stunning visuals. It's
right.
about her message
Yeah.
of self-acceptance,
Right.
her willingness to push boundaries, and her dedication to making a difference.
She is constantly pushing herself
Yeah,
and challenging the status quo.
absolutely.
And I think that's why people are so drawn to her.
I think so too.
But we've only scratched the surface
Oh.
of her career so far.
We've got a lot more to cover.
We do. We still need to unpack her legacy as the queen of pop, her impact on other artists, and so much more.
It's going to be good.
It is.
Can't wait to dive deeper into all of that.
Me too.
It's fascinating to explore the evolution of her career and what makes her such an enduring icon, you know?
Yes, it is.
You know, it's amazing to think
Yeah.
about how much ground we've covered.
Right.
And we're just getting started.
I know. And I think it's worth taking a moment to appreciate
Oh, yeah.
how Lady Gaga really redefined what it means to be a pop star.
Yeah.
It's not just about the music with her.
Right.
It's a whole package.
It is.
It's the fashion, the visuals, the message.
Absolutely. I mean, think back to her early days.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the outfits.
Oh, yeah.
They were outrageous.
They were wild.
Her music videos were like mini movies.
Yes.
And her performances
Oh, my God, the performance.
were full of theatrics.
It was a spectacle.
She created this whole world around her artistry.
Right?
And I think that's part of what made her so captivating.
It's like she was challenging the very idea of what pop music could be.
Yeah, she was pushing those boundaries.
Remember the meat dresses
Oh, yeah.
and the egg she arrived in at the Grammys?
How could we forget?
It was shocking.
It was.
But it was also brilliant.
Right.
She got everyone talking.
Yeah, she knew how to get people's attention.
And she wasn't afraid to take risks.
No, not at all.
No.
And that fearlessness, you know, it's a constant throughout her career.
Mm-hmm.
It's there in her music, her fashion, her activism. It's like she's constantly pushing boundaries
Yes.
and inspiring other people to do the same.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
She's never been afraid to be herself,
Nope.
even when it meant being controversial.
Right.
She's always championed self-acceptance,
Yeah.
individuality,
Yeah.
and that message has resonated with millions of fans
Oh, absolutely.
worldwide.
I mean, speaking of her music,
Right.
let's talk about Born This Way for a second.
Oh, yes. Born This Way.
I mean, that album was a game changer.
Yeah.
Not just for her career,
Right.
but for pop music in general.
It felt like a cultural moment.
Yeah, it did.
It became an anthem
It did.
for so many people
Oh, yeah.
about embracing your differences,
Yeah.
celebrating your individuality and finding strength in who you are.
100%.
Yeah. And remember the Born This Way ball tour?
Oh my gosh.
Massive.
It was
a visual spectacle.
It really was.
Bringing her message of self-acceptance to life on stage.
It's a shame it got cut short.
It is.
But even with the injury, you know, she kept pushing forward, working on new music, exploring new creative avenues.
I mean, that's resilience.
It is.
Right there.
Yeah, she faced setbacks.
She did.
Like the hip injury and even criticism for some of her more experimental work.
Right.
But she always bounced back.
Yeah.
Stronger and more determined than ever.
Yeah. I mean, art pop.
Oh, yeah. Art pop.
Definitely a divisive album.
It was.
But it showed her willingness to experiment.
Yeah.
To challenge herself artistically.
Absolutely.
It might not have been everybody's cup of tea.
Right.
But it was a bold step.
It was.
And it pushed her creative boundaries even further.
Yeah, and that's what makes her so fascinating.
It does.
She's not afraid to evolve, to try new things, to take risks.
Yeah.
She's constantly reinventing herself.
Yes.
And that keeps her music and her persona fresh and exciting.
And that evolution extends beyond music.
Right.
We can't forget her foray into acting.
Oh, yeah.
She was incredible in American Horror Story. Hotel.
Oh, yeah.
Winning a Golden Globe.
Yeah, for her performance.
For her performance.
Her portrayal of the Countess.
So good.
It was chilling and captivating.
It was.
Showed a completely different side of her talent.
It did.
And it proved that she could command the screen just as powerfully as she commands the stage.
Right. And then, of course...
And then there's A Star is Born.
A Star is Born.
Which is just on another level.
Another level.
Yeah.
Her performance as Allie was raw, emotional, completely captivating.
It was.
Her chemistry with Bradley Cooper.
Oh, my God.
Undeniable.
It was electric.
It felt so real.
Yeah.
So authentic.
So authentic.
And the music.
Oh, the music.
I mean, Shallow became an instant classic.
Yeah.
And her vocals on that track.
Chills.
Phenomenal.
It's amazing how she can move so seamlessly between music and acting. Yeah. And excel at both. It's a testament to her talent.
Yeah.
And her work ethic.
It really is. And let's not forget her other musical projects.
Right.
Chromatica.
Yeah.
Was a return to her dance pop roots.
Yeah.
But with a more mature and introspective edge.
A little bit darker, more complex.
Yeah, it was like a celebration of her journey.
It was.
A reflection on her past and a look ahead to the future.
Yeah. And then there's Love for Sale.
Right.
Her second collaboration with Tony Bennett.
Yes.
Which showcases her versatility and her love for jazz.
She can do it all.
It's remarkable how she can move so effortlessly.
It really is.
Between these different genres and make each one her own.
She truly is a musical chameleon.
She is.
Able to adapt and excel in any genre she chooses.
Yeah, and that versatility is one of the things that makes her so unique.
So unique. And we've talked a lot about her music.
We
her acting, her fashion.
Right.
But I think it's important to highlight her activism as well.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, she's been a vocal advocate for LGBTQ plus rights.
Yes.
And mental health awareness for years.
Yeah, she's not afraid to use her platform.
No.
To speak out about the issues she cares about.
Yeah. And she inspires others to do the same.
She does. It's not just about entertainment for her. It's about making a difference in the world.
And that's something that really sets her apart.
It does.
From a lot of other pop stars.
Yeah.
You know, she's not afraid to use her voice for good.
No.
And she's made a real impact.
Absolutely.
Of these important issues.
Yeah, you know, that impact extends beyond just social causes.
Right. We mentioned earlier
that
scientists have named new species after her.
I know. It's incredible.
Ferns, insects.
Even a prehistoric mammal.
That's
wild.
It really speaks to her cultural significance.
It does.
I mean, she's not just a pop star.
Right.
She's an icon. A symbol of creativity, individuality, and resilience.
She's a true original.
She is.
And her influence can be felt across so many different areas of culture and society.
And we're not done yet.
No, we're not.
We still need to unpack her lasting legacy.
Right.
Her impact on other artists.
Yeah.
And what the future holds for Lady Gaga.
I'm excited.
Stay with us. We're diving even deeper after the break. Okay, so we've talked about her music, her acting, her activism.
Oh, yeah.
Even her impact on science. I mean...
It's pretty incredible how far her influence reaches.
But what about her legacy?
Right.
Where does Lady Gaga fit in the grand scheme of pop culture history?
Well, she's often called the Queen of Pop.
Right.
And for good reason. I mean, she sold millions of records, won countless awards.
Right.
Her music has dominated the charts for over a decade.
Yeah.
Billboard even named her the greatest pop star of 2009.
Wow.
And, her impact on the music industry is undeniable.
I think what makes her reign so impactful is that it feels like she's constantly challenging what a pop star can be.
Exactly.
She's not afraid to experiment, to be outrageous, to speak her mind.
Absolutely.
She's not just singing catchy songs. No. She's creating art.
Right.
Pushing boundaries, using her platform to make a difference.
And you can see her influence in so many other artists who have come after her.
Absolutely.
Miley Cyrus, Nicki Minaj, Beyonce. They've all cited her as an inspiration.
Right.
And you can definitely see elements of her boldness, her theatricality, and her commitment to self-expression in their work.
It's there.
Yeah, it's definitely there.
I think her impact goes beyond just specific artists or musical styles.
I agree.
She's changed the game for pop music as a whole.
I think so too.
She's shown that it's okay to be different, to take risks.
Right.
To be unapologetically yourself.
Exactly.
And that's a message that resonates with people. Far beyond the world of music.
Absolutely. And, it's not just about the big splashy moments. It's also about the music itself.
Yeah.
I mean, her songs are catchy.
They are?
They're memorable.
Yeah.
And they often have this underlying message of empowerment and self-acceptance.
Yes. And think about songs like Bad Romance.
Oh, yeah.
Or Alejandro.
Such earworms.
Total earworms.
Yeah.
But they also have this deeper meaning.
Yes.
That connects with people on an emotional level.
100% she has a knack.
She does.
For creating these anthems. That, people can sing along to, but that also make them think.
Right.
Make them feel something.
Yes.
She's not just creating music, she's creating experiences.
And that's what makes her such a lasting force in pop culture.
It is.
She's not a flash in the pan.
No.
She's a true icon.
Yeah.
Who has left an indelible mark on the world.
Absolutely. And the best part is she's still evolving.
She is.
She's still pushing boundaries. She's still surprising us with new and exciting projects.
It's been over 15 years.
I know.
Since Just Dance took over the airwaves.
Right.
And she's still one of the most talked about artists in the world. And that makes you wonder.
It does.
What's next for Lady Gaga?
Right. What will she do next?
Where will she go from here?
That's the exciting part.
It is.
We don't know.
We don't.
She's always reinventing herself.
Right.
Always pushing the envelope.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll release another groundbreaking album. Maybe she'll star in a critically acclaimed film.
Yeah.
Or maybe she'll do something completely unexpected.
Yeah.
Changes the game once again.
Yeah.
Whatever she does.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be bold, creative.
Oh, yeah.
And completely captivating.
Well said. I think that's the perfect note to end on.
Yeah.
Lady Gaga is a force to be reckoned with.
She is.
An artist who continues to inspire, challenge, and entertain.
Absolutely.
And her story is far from over.
It's not over yet.
Who knows what incredible things she'll achieve.
I can't wait to see.
In the years to come.
Me too.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, it was my pleasure.
For this deep dive.
Yeah.
Into the extraordinary career of Lady Gaga.
What a career.
We've explored her music, her impact, her legacy.
So much.
And so much more.
Yeah.
But ultimately, her story is about more than just the accolades and achievements.
I agree.
It's about the power of being yourself.
Yeah.
Embracing your individuality.
Right.
And using your voice to make a difference in the world.
100%. It's a powerful message.
It is.
And one that we can all learn from.
Lady Gaga has shown us that anything is possible.
Yeah.
If you dare to be different.
Right.
To dream big. And to never stop pushing the boundaries of what's expected.
Absolutely.
And on that note, we'll leave you with this thought.
Okay.
What's one thing you can do today?
Yeah.
To embrace your own individuality.
Good question.
And make your mark on the world.
I love it.
Think about it and go make it happen.
Yes.
Thanks for listening to Tell Me More Stories Told This podcast.
Thanks, everyone.
We'll be back soon with another incredible story.
Can't wait.
So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out.
Definitely.
Until then, keep exploring. Keep learning.
Yes.
And keep telling your own stories.